On Friday, Burkina Faso's ruling military junta announced a significant political shift by issuing a decree to dismiss Prime Minister Apollinaire Joachim Kylem de Tambela and dissolve the national government entirely. This abrupt move has raised questions and concerns, especially as no official explanation was provided for the decision. Ibrahim Traore, the leader of the junta, reassured the public that members of the ousted government would continue to carry out their responsibilities until a new administration is established. The junta first seized power in September 2022, overthrowing the military rule of Lieutenant Colonel Paul-Henri Sandaogo Damiba. This coup occurred approximately 8 months after Damiba himself came into power, having previously ousted the democratically elected President Roch Marc Kabore. Burkina Faso has become emblematic of a broader trend in West Africa, where military forces have increasingly taken control, often citing widespread public dissatisfaction with previous democratically elected governments, particularly regarding their handling of security matters. Despite their initial promises to restore stability, the junta has struggled to address the escalating security crisis in the country. Burkina Faso has been plagued by a surge in violent attacks from extremist groups associated with Al-Qaeda and the Islamic State, resulting in thousands of deaths and displacing over 2 million people, with nearly half of the displaced being children. Analysts estimate that approximately half of the country remains beyond the control of the government, highlighting the severity of the situation. The transitional government had been operating under a constitution that was ratified by a National Assembly inclusive of army officials, civil society representatives, and traditional and religious leaders. In response to pressure from ECOWAS, the Economic Community of West African States, the junta had initially set a timeline to conduct elections by July to reinstate democratic governance. However, in May, the military extended its transition period by an additional 5 years, effectively prolonging its rule for the length of a standard presidential term. In a significant shift in foreign relations, Burkina Faso, alongside its neighbors Niger and Mali, both of which have experienced similar coups, has severed ties with traditional Western allies, including its former colonial power, France, as well as with ECOWAS. This break from established partnerships, which was formalized earlier this year, underscores the junta's pivot towards a more self-reliant and possibly more authoritarian governance model amid ongoing security and political turmoil.